the H, the Harry, the SMAC. I'm not going to say the actual name because social media doesn't seem to like it too much. But let me tell you my experience with it. I'm no expert. I've only done it once and I'll never do it again. It was the week of my 25th birthday. I was in Melbourne with my little brother. We'd booked a hotel room. It was maybe the size of fucking this lounge room, you know. It had 2 single beds and a desk. It didn't even have a TV. We were there for 5 days. We met a guy that was also from Tasmania, where we were from. He was tied up in addiction, homeless, just, you know, we met him in Melbourne Mall. He was, you know, topless, just looked like a typical, you know, addicted homeless guy, I guess. We took him under our wing and he come back up to our hotel room. He was an intravenous user, this guy, and at this point I'd never ever stuck a needle in my arm. I was always inquisitive, but had never done it. Had no idea how to do it. So we were there. We spent the next 5 days with this guy. As you can imagine, we're 5 days awake on ice and, you know, we've got nothing left. We're on the hunt for something. It was a Saturday night. We were due to fly home on the Sunday morning, my brother and I. This guy that we were with had a connection to get hold of some H, some Harry, some SMAC. Well, me not thinking, you know, I had no idea. From Tasmania, this shit wasn't around. I don't know if it even is now in Tassie, but I had no fucking idea about it. I still don't know fuck all about it. Just telling you my experience with it. We went and met this Vietnamese guy. I remember so clearly. We met him on a train overpass up a dark stairway, and I remember very, very vividly him telling us, be very careful with this stuff because it's fucking potent. Those words still ring in my head today. We went back to our hotel room. My brother is just so filthy with me. What the fuck are you doing this for? You know, you're gonna end up just like our mother, you know, rah-de-rah-rah. I was like, fuck you, I'm the big brother, it's my birthday, I'll do what I want. If only I'd have listened to him, man. We got 4 points off this Vietnamese guy. Fella I was with, he's mixed them up in the bottom of a Coke can, you know, and I volunteered to go first. The reason being is I didn't want him to do it and then try and do me while he was fucked up, you know. So I went first. To cut it short, all I remember is, the best way to put it is, imagine being real dizzy, everything's going well, it was exactly like that, but it was upways. Everything was like going up. And I must have gone to stand up and that's all I remember. I must have collapsed. Well, the next thing is I wake up, I've got 3 paramedics standing over the top of me. I felt unreal, like euphoric feeling like never before. I look over at the bed beside me and my little brother's in fucking hysterics, bawling his eyes out, and like, this sounds fucked, but I started laughing like, what the fuck, bro? You know, the fuck are these paramedics doing here? Little did I know, my little brother had been pumping my chest, giving me mouth to mouth, pumping my chest, listening to the ambulance on the phone, telling him what to do for the last 15 minutes till the paramedics got there. But I was like, as you can imagine, I'm high, I've got no sense of reality. I ended up, you know, refusing to go to the hospital with these paramedics. Cut a long story short, I jump into bed. I wake up the next morning to fucking bang, bang, bang on the hotel door. 10 a.m, it's checkout time, you know. I was like, fuck, our room, as you can imagine, 5 days deep. We got fucking pipes and bags and this and that later. It was upside down, this hotel room. I'm asleep on this bed, my little brother's asleep on that bed, and old matey that I did it with is asleep on the floorboards between us. I'll be completely honest, like I said, I had no idea about this drug. I have looked down at him and my first thoughts were, fuck, look at this cunt, you know, he's fucked, he's had a big one, like. So I jump up, I start to clean the room up, my brother hops up, starts to clean the room up. This guy's laying there, he's got brown fluid, I noticed, coming out the side of his mouth and a bit of a puddle on the floor, and he's laying on his stomach. I start to try and wake him up, slapping him, like, wake up, bro, wake up. Like, we've got to get the fuck out of here. He wouldn't wake. So I continue to clean the room. I'll give it a second shot. Like, wake the fuck up, bro. Like, he was slapping him. And like I said, he was on his stomach. So I've sort of grabbed him under like this and picked him up sort of around here. Picked him up, like shaking him, and he was dead weight, man. And it just clicked. He's fucking dead. I went into shock. I laid him down on the bed. We called the paramedics. You know, me being the big brother, I'm 5 years older than my little brother. It should have been me on the floor trying to revive this guy. But instead it was my little brother pumping his chest, giving him mouth to mouth. He had brown fluid coming up. It was going into my brother's mouth, and my brother's looking at me saying, this is exactly what I was fucking doing to you last night, you piece of shit. Fucking, and I just froze. I went into shock. I just froze. I think I may have vomited. He never made it, man. So if that ain't an eye-opener right there, I'm telling you now, it was for me. And I despise this fucking drug now, man. You'll never see me touch it, ever. No fucking way. I watched a guy die from the exact same dose that I had right in front of my eyes. For the next few months, had to build up the courage to let his family know that we were the last ones with him. And man, I haven't held guilt like this forever. I remember, because we had so many mutual friends and stuff on social media, I watched so many posts and there was this one lady that kept popping up. It happened to be his mother. The way that she explained her son's death was so far from the truth, you know. She said that, he'd been found in a gutter in Melbourne CBD from a H overdose, and I was just like, I held so much guilt. I had the need to tell her what happened. So it took me 12 fucking months, man, to build up the courage to actually tell this poor woman the exact moments before her son's death, how it happened. Luckily enough, she looked at my brother and I as heroes, for doing our best to try to revive this poor guy. He was 21 years old. Just goes to show, man, it's a cruel fucking world in that world. I know firsthand. Like I said, I'm no expert on this drug, but I've witnessed the absolute fucking exact thing that this drug can do, and that is fucking kill ya. Don't do H.